You've been trying everything and it still feels like you're stuck. New effects, new animations, more effort, but your results, they never change. No predictable clients, no real system. And it's not your talent that's holding you back, it's the system you're following to sign clients. So by the end of this video, you'll know exactly who to target, what to say, and the simple 30-day plan to get free clients before 2026. No portfolio needed, no luck needed, just a system that finally matches how clients buy. Clients don't ignore you because they hate editors. They ignore you because they can't tell what you actually do. If your message sounds like every other editor, they won't reply. So before you send outreach, you need a one-sentence identifier that makes them stop and read. Because you've been talking like someone who sells editing. But clients, they hire a partner who understands their niche, their goals, and their audience. And that's the model mismatch. Fixing this is what instantly boosts your reply rate without changing your work at all. This one sentence is your new identity. It tells the clients who you help, what outcome you create, and how you do it. And this sentence alone makes you stand out from 90% of editors, because now your outreach sounds tailored and not random. And this is what I call the 7-word identity statement. I help niche create result with style/type of content. And here are a few examples. I help business coaches get 30+ sales calls a month with long-form content. Or I help YouTube educators increase retention with clean editing. Or I help fitness creators create story-driven reels that convert. Once you're done with that sentence, you need to pick one niche. Because when you pick one niche, one type of result, and one editing style, everything becomes easier. Your outreach, it becomes clearer, your clients understand you instantly, and your messages feel personal without you even trying. This single step alone can get you your next client. Do research about your niche. Most editors don't have a client problem. They have a reply problem. You can edit well, you can send a lot of messages, but if nobody replies, nothing moves. And that's why this pipeline fixes everything, because it focuses on the only number that matters. This pipeline turns client acquisition into simple math. You find 100 filtered leads, 10 of them reply, and from those 10 conversations, 3 becomes paying clients. And when you follow this, 3 clients before 2026 stops being hope and it becomes a guarantee. To make this pipeline work, you first need to find 100 leads. They should not be random and not mass scraped. They should fit your niche, they should already be posting, and you should have a clear problem that you can solve. And this is how you fill your pipeline. The goal here isn't to pitch. The goal is to start a short conversation. And that happens with a personalized opener, one line of value, and one question they can answer fast. And this is why editors who follow this get 10 replies or more even if they have a small or unknown account. And with this pipeline, you don't need long sales calls. Most creators, they prefer quick DM closing. So keep the conversations short, outline what you handle, and lead them step by step. When you follow this 110 free pipeline, free clients isn't a stretch goal. It's what naturally happens. And outreach doesn't fail because people hate editors or because they don't like your work. It fails because nothing about your message creates contrast. You look like every other editor offering clean edits and fast turnarounds. But the system I'm going to show you now fixes this by making your message impossible to ignore. Creators, they trust what they can see. When your opener includes real proof, even tiny proof, you instantly separate yourself from the noise. And this is the foundation of value-first outreach. Instead of promising something like I can edit your videos, create proof-based outreach. For example, fix your first 5 seconds. Here's the loom showcasing it. You show the value instantly. So instead of sending your portfolio with all your work, you send a tiny 60-second loom that maybe fixes their first 2 seconds, points out one pacing issue, and gives them one fast win. It's short, personal, gives them free value and therefore impossible to ignore. And if you're not comfortable with sending Loom audits, you can send micro edits. These are tiny 10-second transformations. And these are great because they show skill without giving a full free project. They take just a few minutes to create, but they make creators think you already understand their style better than their current editor does. But now, what you've been waiting for, how this value first DM actually look. This DM works because every sentence earns attention. It shows you watch their content, it gives instant value, and it ends with a simple question. Because short messages, they always win. Saw your video on scaling your agency. The first 5 seconds loses viewers. I fixed it in a quick Loom. Then you send the link. Want me to show you a better content system for next month. Super simple and super easy to create yourself. Just follow a structure like this. But the chance of them responding to your first message is really low. And that's why most editors never sign clients. Because they never follow up. Or when they follow up, they sound like a salesperson. These 3 messages here feel natural and always give new value, and that's why they work without pressure. So the first message is a soft reminder. It could be like, I recorded a clearer fix, do you want it? Then after that, a new angle. Saw your new upload, better pacing idea if you want it. Then last, you need to close the loop. Didn't want to leave you hanging, want me to send a breakdown. It's super easy, just 3 follow-ups. You can even expand this to be 5 follow-ups if you want to, but keep it short and simple and always give them a reason to respond. Here is proof this work. Here are 2 replies I've gotten from using this outreach, and before even they wanted to work with me, they complimented my outreach. But to make sure you actually sign free clients before 2026, you need to follow a routine. So I've created a 30-minute routine for you. You find 5 leads, then you send 5 value first messages, so audits or micro edits. After that you get 10 replies and then you close 3 of them. This keeps your pipeline full without you burning out, and it builds a reputation fast because every message has value behind it. But now the last thing you need to understand to actually make this happen. The editors who win without effort aren't better at editing. They are better at making creators feel understood. So this section now shows you how to become the editor that creators don't want to lose. First of all, creators don't want an editor. They want someone who understands why their content isn't performing. So when you can diagnose their problems better than they can describe them, you become the obvious choice. There are 3 steps to doing this. Step 1 is to identify the symptom. Your first 5 seconds lose attention. Step 2 is giving them the diagnosis. Your pacing doesn't match your niche. Then step 3 is to prescribe the fix. Here's exactly how your content system should look weekly. 3 steps that makes you stand out from 90% of editors. Because when you position like this, the creator already sees you as the person who can fix their system. You don't chase, you convince. They close themselves because you've shown that you understand their business better than anyone else. Because you don't need luck or a portfolio or hundreds of followers. Because now you have a complete 4-step system that gives you predictable clients. You have positioning, you have the pipeline, you have value first outreach, and you have the client magnet system. If you follow these 4 steps for 30 days, free clients before 2026 becomes normal and not surprising. But now, if you want to go even deeper in how I landed my first $1,000 client with the exact scripts, the exact steps, I literally walk you through everything, then press the video on screen right now and start applying everything today. And remember, don't just watch, take action.